I left my sister to fend for herself as a single mom with 2 young kids. My sister has been a single mom for 2 years, raising Lily, who's 6, and Ben, who's 4, on her own since her divorce. I've always been the reliable aunt who shows up no matter what because those kids mean everything to me. I'm the one they FaceTime when they can't sleep, who taught Lily to ride her bike and helped Ben with his first words. I often dropped everything to help them out, not wanting them to grow up feeling abandoned and alone. Everything changed 6 months ago when I started dating my boyfriend, and my sister's requests for help turned into demands that I drop everything for her. The manipulation started small but got worse every single time. My sister called an hour before my date, claiming she desperately needed an emergency babysitter for work. When I hesitated for even a second, she immediately said, "I guess I'll just tell the kids you can't come over tonight, even though they've been talking about seeing you all day and already have their pajamas on." I caved and canceled on my boyfriend, who'd made reservations weeks in advance, but I told myself it was just this once. 2 weeks later, she invited me to take the kids to dinner for Ben's good report card. After we'd ordered appetizers and entrees, she mysteriously forgot her wallet, sticking me with a $170 bill. That same night, she posted about struggling financially as a single mother. I started getting suspicious, but felt guilty for doubting her. Then she called me sobbing that the kids were absolutely devastated I was missing Ben's preschool play for my boyfriend's family reunion. The thing was, she never told me about any play, but had promised the kids I'd definitely be there without even asking me first. When I pushed back this time, she shot back, "I honestly can't believe you're choosing someone you've known for 6 months over your own family when these kids need stability." I almost held my ground, but the guilt won again because I kept thinking about how Lily always ran to me first at family gatherings, yelling "Auntie's here" at the top of her lungs. A week later, when she asked for $300 for swimming lessons, I actually said no at first. She immediately went for the jugular. So my children don't deserve the same opportunities as other kids just because I'm doing this completely alone? I sent the money against my better judgment, then watched her post photos about her spa day and fresh manicure. 3 days before my boyfriend's birthday trip I'd been planning for 2 months, my sister demanded I take the kids all weekend because she was burnt out. This time I didn't budge and reminded her she'd had 2 months notice that I was going to be gone this weekend. She turned ice cold. "Fine, I'll figure it out myself like I always do since your boyfriend clearly matters more than family." I thought I'd finally won, but that evening everything exploded. Lily called me crying so hard she could barely speak. "Why don't you love us anymore?" she asked between sobs while Ben wailed in the background. Then she said the words that shattered something inside me. "Mommy said you don't want to spend time with us anymore because you have a new family with your boyfriend, and you don't need us, so we should stop bothering you." Hearing those babies cry because of their mother's lies made me see red, but I forced myself to stay calm. I told Lily I loved her and Ben more than all the stars, and that would never change. When I asked if Mommy said I didn't love them, she said yes through tears. I was shaking but kept my voice gentle. I told them about a giraffe who wanted cookies but kept tripping over his own long legs until they giggled, then suggested they watch cartoons while I talked to Mommy. The second they hung up, I called my sister ready for war. "What the hell did you tell my niece and nephew?" "No hello," she answered. "I told them the truth about how you've abandoned us for your boyfriend." I almost screamed. "They're 6 and 4 and you made them sob because you were mad?" She doubled down. "Maybe if you prioritized family instead of some relationship that won't last, they wouldn't feel abandoned. I lost it. I've given you everything for 2 years. Money I didn't have, time I couldn't spare, constant babysitting. The one time I set a boundary, you use your children as weapons." She tried interrupting, but I kept going. "I'm not coming to the birthday party. I'm done with your manipulation." She tried flipping it. "You're disappointing those babies because of your pride?" I was past her guilt trips. "No, you disappointed them when you turned them into tools. I'll send presents because I love them, but I'm done with you until you act like an adult." She begged me to reconsider. I cut her off. "Then explain why I'm not there and try telling the truth this time." I hung up mid-sentence. She called 11 times that night, but I never answered. I send the kids cards with silly drawings every few days. The birthday party happened without me, and my sister posted photos everywhere tagging me with "wish you were here," like she wasn't the reason I stayed away. Her text saying, "I'm sorry you felt manipulated," just proved she hasn't learned anything.